Today we're here to talk about ICBC and the review that was done on ICBC. And of course our goal is to make sure that government ensures that ICBC is making every effort possible to keep controllable costs to a minimum and that it is aligned with government priorities. I do want to point out that ICBC has done, I think, a very good job in keeping rates low for drivers in British Columbia. You can see here, these are the combined basic and optional rates for drivers in British Columbia every year in terms of increases or decreases. And over the 10-year period, ICBC has kept rate increases averaging less than 1%. It's about 0.8% on average. And that compares quite favorably to the decade in the 1990s when the increases averaged more closely to about 4% increase per year. However, what causes me the most concern with what we found on ICBC is something that I want to highlight here today with this slide. What you'll see here is that there has been a significant increase in both the number of management staff and also the compensation since 2007. Now in 2008, as you know, we started heading into, that was the first sort of signs that we were seeing some significant economic tremors around the world. In 2009, we were in the midst of a global economic meltdown. The scale and scope was such that certainly something I hadn't seen since I've been around. And unfortunately, during that time, what we see here at ICBC is that in spite of what was going on around the world, we saw increases in the senior management, in managers, and in professional staff, non-unionized staff at ICBC. And that is something that the combination of more people and higher wages is both unacceptable and something that is going to change and change very quickly. To put that into context, in 2009, in government, as we started realizing just how serious the downturn was, management staffing in government fell by 7% and total compensation was down by 1%. Well, at the same time, over that same period from 2009-2011, ICBC's management staffing actually increased by 23% and their compensation increased by 15%. So, you know, clearly that is not taking into account the realities of what's going on in the world all around us. And it shows a real disconnect, in my view, between what British Columbians and those around the world are really feeling in the economy and what was taking place at ICBC. The review highlights identified a number of opportunities for improvements and provided 24 specific recommendations to address these. The bottom line is we want to make sure that ICBC as a corporation is making every effort to keep controllable costs to a minimum and that they make sure that rates are going to be affordable for the public.